So growing up in the South Bronx as a kid was an experience for sure. You had a little bit of everything going on, from playing with friends to gang activity down the block while you're playing with your friends. So it was just a little bit of everything, trying to get to school, get back, play with friends, while obviously making it home. Before rugby, I'll be honest, no, I wasn't a good student. Even the thought of college wasn't in my mind around that time. I was like maybe still in my junior year before rugby, so I wasn't really taking it serious. Grades weren't the best. Like I said, it was all video games, so I would go to school, spend the 8 hours either messing around in class or messing with my friends and then just going back home. So school wasn't really something that was on my mind, especially not afterwards, like getting a higher education or anything like that.
I started like really falling for rugby was because, you know, it was my outlet. Like, it was what I do after school. It was what I look forward to. It was part of the reason I tried so hard to have good grades. You know, I wanted to make sure I qualified. And then the sport is just, it's fun. Rugby is fun. And it's just like, so much is happening at the same time. And like, I'm a really energetic person. And like, I love to be doing multiple things at once. And I'm not good at it all the time, but like being able to do multiple things at once and making sure you have to focus on one thing, but making sure you make pass to your teammate, making sure you set the ruck right, you know, do the scrum, hook it out. I was just like, wow. It's like this adrenaline rush. And that's why in practice, I always try to play one more game, because I don't, it gives me like a feeling that I don't feel for a lot of things.
So just a timeline from opportunities I've gained from start meeting the amazing staff and coaches that were given to me. And then from there, just kind of setting goals to go on to the next level of higher education and rugby, being able to play for the Academy State team, being named the All-Star of Empire State. And then from there, just being able to go on to St. Bonaventure University, be on a D1 rugby team, and it's just like all the traveling that I've gained in general, from high school to college, all over for places I never thought I experienced. Being able to play for my national country, Dominican Republic, going to Las Vegas, Turks and Caicos, and just all over, and being able to play. And now just being able to come back and coach, play Rugby USA, and just give back these same opportunities that I've gained. And it's just amazing, and can't be thankful enough.
Yogi came for the first time. I think this is his first practice, I think. And we was at 125, and I was saying how we was gonna get home. I take the 6th train, and Coach Yogi was like, "Oh, we're on the 6th train." I was like, "On Elder," and he was like, "No way, I live there." So he keeps me in check. Like, he texts me in the morning, like, when are we linking? Like, when are we going to practice? What time? You know, he's always there, and when we go home, he always makes sure that I get home. He always says, "I'll see you next practice," and it's like, you know, it's a consistent cycle. It's like a constant thing, and then he keeps me in check. Like, not even just for rugby, like in academics too. Like, he's always making sure that my grades is good. He makes sure that I know what I'm doing after high school. Like, if I want to play rugby, do I want to go to college somewhere else? Do I want to stay in state? Like, he's really like caring for everybody else. Like, it's not just he's a coach and he go home and he clocks out and it's done. Like, nah, it's not how it is. You know, sometimes we'll be going home for practice. And, you know, I'm not in practice no more, so, you know, I act up a little, but he makes sure that I'm doing the right thing.
So my favorite play rugby value is try makers, because to me it has so much more meaning than just scoring, making a try for someone else. There's a lot more off the field where it's like being the best person you can, not only like as a player, but just like being there for other people, being there for people you don't know, just being a good person in your community, no matter what it is, cleaning up trash that you see, holding the door extra for someone a couple seconds away, not letting that door close in their face. Like, just being a better person.
Making a try isn't putting the ball down in the end zone. Like, that's not a try. And it's not even just making the last pass. It's setting the play up meters down the field, all the way down the field, setting a ruck that was just long enough to get a pass off. Like, you're a part, if you can make a play that leads to a score in any type of way in that whole entire phase, you scored that try. And that's what the game is about. A team game, everybody has to work together. Everyone has to make an input, and like that's why. It's just like it shows that everyone makes a play, and it makes people feel good knowing that they were a part of something. I know I feel good.